Hello, and welcome back to Universal Law Snippets. Welcome to November, where we are focusing on a new law. And this month is going to be all about the law of attraction, which I'm sure you've heard of. If you know anything about the universal laws, it's kind of the entry point for most of us, right? Because we love the idea of co-creating with the universe and attracting what we want into our field so that we can live our best lives. All right, so today I want to focus on the basics of what the law of attraction actually is. Okay, so the law of attraction is actually basically just liking attracting like. So you are always putting off some kind of frequency out into the universe, like a little radio tower. And this frequency is made up of your thoughts, your emotions, and your physical body. And so everybody is doing it, no matter what level your self-awareness are. We are all attracting something into our lives, and it is based on the frequency that we are vibrating at. So we are only going to pull in things that we are at the same frequency towards, right? So that's why we're all not like billionaires, or that's why we all don't have the perfect partners, or that is why we all don't live in the house we want necessarily, or the place we want, or driving the car we want, yada, 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 right? Like that is what it is. We are all vibrating at a frequency, and the universe is like, okay, this is what you get when you're at this frequency. And that's all there is to it. And so in order to actually pull in what you desire, you have to vibrate at the frequency of that thing, which takes a lot of conditioning and deconditioning and all kinds of fun stuff, right? Okay, so that is basic law of attraction number one. Number two, you don't actually work the law of attraction. That's actually just part of number one. I just want to throw that out there. That's a lot of really interesting verbiage out there, like, oh, you work with the law of attraction. No, you don't work with the law of attraction. The law of attraction just is, okay? So number two, when you are becoming aware of the law of attraction and becoming aware of your energy, you have to realize that even though it's a really good starting place for you to begin with affirmations and shifting your mindset and everything, the law of attraction is, like I said, all three of your physical, emotional, and mental, kind of like, think of it like Tony Stark's core reactor, okay? You have your mental coming in here, you have your emotions coming in here, and then you have, straight up the middle, you have your physical body. And all of these combined are what's going out into the universe. So if you just, think and think and think that you're going to do this, and think and think and think you're going to do this, and do your vision boards and everything, and you're just focusing on that mental level, you're not going to pull in what you want. Or if you do pull in what you want, it's not going to be exactly what you think you want. You're only going to have part of that equation working. So in order to actually like shift your frequency at like an all-around level, you need to be aware of your body. You need to be aware of your emotions. So you can't repress your emotions. You can't ignore your body. It's like a whole combination of the three aspects of who you are. Okay, so even though shifting affirmations and vision boards, those are a really great starting place, and that's actually where I started when I did this, because it's one of our major conditioning in this reality is based on our mental perceptions of what this reality is. So it's a perfect place to start, but just know that as you move forward, it's more than that. You can't just say 1,000 affirmations a day and then, not be aligned on every other level. So it's a process. So enjoy the process and you're going to have a lot more fun with it. Okay. So the final thing that I want to talk about with law of attraction basics is, like I said, we are all attracting everything that is in our field, everything that's going on around you, no matter what it is or what your perception of it is something that you are energetically aligned with. And so this is something that I think we all have a little bit of trouble with because we don't want to be brutally honest with what we are attracting into our field, right? Like if I am attracting a lot of debt or money issues or bills or home repairs or something, I gotta really be honest with myself and be like, okay, what exactly is going on here that this is the stuff I'm attracting? And so you can't just, throw your hands up and be like, this sucks. This law of attraction thing isn't working. Like, no, you're attracting exactly what you're putting out there. So it does take a level of being like brutally honest with, being aware of what you're attracting and not just kind of sweeping it under the rug. And I feel like that is something that is kind of said out there, but it's not probably said enough. So I'm just going to say the hard things and say that whatever is going on in your life, you're attracting it. So, it good or bad, that is what is happening. So if you really want to begin shifting your frequency and pulling in more things, you got to start looking where you are and looking at what's going on around you, and then start there. If you are not liking that you are attracting this type of relationship, or you're not liking that you're attracting this type of situation, then you need to look at what is going on in your own personal energetic field and start unraveling there. Because the law of attraction is not discriminatory. It is just, it is what it is. Like the universe is like, this is where you're vibing. So here you go. This is what you get when you're at this level of vibration. It's just how this reality works. So, law of attraction, super fun, super deep dive in there. And I think that it is one of those things that, like, again, I said, we all kind of move into this level of self-awareness in the universal laws right through this particular law. But I do think that there's a little bit more information that is helpful to know when you know the law of attraction, because like I said, super, super powerful law. But if you're not like playing the full game, then you're not getting the full benefits from it. So happy November. And I hope you guys all have a great week, and I will catch you soon. Bye.